Hello everybody, this is Noah, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of some Corsair RGB gear. Alright, so I'm going to be upgrading the lighting inside my PC to Corsair lighting to better fit the compatibility of my keyboard and mouse. So what I got here today is Corsair's LL120 fans. Got these on Prime Day for $80. They were $20 off, list price of $100, which is already $20 off MSRP of $120. And then I got this, it's a lighting expansion kit. It's designed to be a expansion kit with like 4 strips and 4 extensions for a Commander Pro or Lighting Node Pro. And because when you buy 3 LL120 fans, you get a Lighting Node Pro included in the box, all I needed was the expansion. I didn't need to spend extra money on the Corsair Lighting Node Pro with its own 4 strips. All I needed was the expansion with 4 strips. So keep that in mind so you don't end up buying fans and strips and end up with 2 Lighting Node Pros when you only need 1. So I'm going to keep this video as short as I can. I'm just going to open these up, show you what's inside, and then I'm going to do a brief overview of what my computer looks like with them installed. So without further ado, let's crack these open. Alright, looks like we got the 3 fans right here. I'm going to pop one of them out so I can show you what's included in this little box. I'm assuming that all 3 of these have the same contents here. So, each fan is going to look like this. You got LEDs that go around the center and LEDs that go around the bezel here, and it's all diffused lighting, so it makes it look nice and uniform rather than like individual LEDs, which in my opinion looks really ugly. So it's nice to see that nice and uniform. I'm going to be mounting them on my front case, and you can see indicated by the arrow up here, if it'll focus, you can check that arrow right there. You will see that the arrow will indicate the direction of flow for the air. So if you install it on the front of your case like this, with the lights facing outwards, then you will have airflow going this way inside the case. If you're going to mount them on your on the top of your case, then it would be sucking air and pushing it out of the top of the case if that was the route that you were going to take. Each fan is going to have 2 cables here. It's important to know what the cables are for. One of them is for lighting and the other one is for fan control. Included is a 6-fan fan hub for plugging in to plug 3 fans in for lighting, and you can plug 3 additional fans in for lighting if you're going to add 3 more down the road. And then that fan hub for lighting will go out to the Commander Pro or the Lighting Node Pro, depending on which you use. You still need the headers on your motherboard for the 4-pin fan connectors to control the actual fans rather than just the lighting. If you don't have connectors on your motherboard, you're going to need enough connectors on the motherboard. You will need a fan hub. So Corsair's Commander Pro actually works as a hub so that you don't need 2 separate devices, but you will still need the lighting hub if you were going to connect more than 2 fans. So it's kind of important to get that distinction out of the way so you don't end up buying more than you need or not buying what you need in order to control these fans. So you still need the headers on your motherboard to control them, or a hub that can plug into the header on your motherboard to control your fans. In order to control the exact speed of every fan, you'll need the Corsair Commander Pro, which you can control the exact speed in the IQ software. And in order to control the lighting, you will need the Lighting Node Pro or a Commander Pro in order to control the lighting through IQ. So I'm going to move these 2 out of the way for now, because you know that it's just going to be 2 more of these. So it looks like we have our SATA-powered lighting commander. So you have some mounting screws up here, more mounting screws, more mounting screws. Those are for the fans, I assume. I think 3 packs of mounting screws. Yeah, those would be for the fans. This is the USB header that you will be plugging into the Lighting Node Pro. So you will plug the USB header into a USB 2.0 header on your motherboard, and this is in order to control the lighting through your computer. And then there's another cable stuck to it, but the USB header plugs into motherboard, other end into the Lighting Commander, or the Lighting Node Pro, sorry. They have these names. They have the names of their products named very confusingly, in my opinion. But this plugs in to control the lighting. This plugs in for the power for the Lighting Node Pro. This is the hub that I was referring to. If you don't already have a hub inside your computer, you can use this to plug in up to 6 fans, and this will send one output for lighting. You'll still need a hub inside your computer to plug into the fan control. So this is just for lighting. You plug in up to 6 fans, and it sends one lighting output to this device or the Commander Pro, and that's what will control the fan lighting. You will still need the fan hub though in order to control the fans themselves. And then it looks like here they include one extender cable. What exactly this is extending though, I do not know, because this is a 3-pin extension. Okay, so this would appear to be the cable for connecting the 6 input lighting to one output, and then the other end runs into the Lighting Node Pro. So that was a little confusing. Corsair doesn't like to make things easy, in my opinion. You got your little booklet and warranty information here that documents everything I just told you. And then I'm going to clear this stuff out of the way so I can bring in the lighting strip extension pack and show you what's inside that. That's a neat packaging presentation. And then you have 2 different mounting options for these 4 lighting strips. First of all, I want to mention that each of these is technically waterproof. This is going inside my computer, so I will not be testing that functionality. It's got a sticky 3M strip if you want to mount it more permanently, and then if you wanted to mount it more temporarily, they have, looks like 4 magnets on each strip for mounting to metal. Because obviously, most cases nowadays are metal cases. Documentation, warranty information, blah blah blah. Inside this right-hand side, well, my right-hand side, we have 2 3-pin extenders for the lighting, and inside the left-hand side, we have 2 3-pin extenders for lighting. So I think 4 extenders total. That's nice and simple, though. Thankfully, there's not a bunch of nonsense in this one like there is in the other one. And I don't really mean nonsense. All of it's essential, but they just have a lot of proprietary stuff going on. Not a big fan of that. I wish the RGB market was open. Someday, maybe they'll all use the same software and everybody will use the same cables, but I don't think that's any day soon. So that is about it for the unboxing portion. Now you know what is included with this strip expansion kit. Basically, if you were to get the Lighting Node Pro with the strips included, you would have the almost identical unboxing experience, aside from having the Lighting Node Pro included in this box also. But since this is just the extension or the expansion kit, all you got is the strips and the extender cables. So that's going to wrap it up for this portion. I will see you guys in the demo portion inside my computer. Hello everybody, I'm back and we're going to be demoing the strips and the fans so you can see what kind of effects you can expect from these devices. So I have on my computer screen the utility engine open, and I'll be showing off the effects that these devices can do. So first we're going to start with the strips. When you add a new effect here, it's going to default to the rainbow wave, as you can see there. And then I'm just going to go through all the pre-programmed effects so you can see what each does. So here's rainbow wave. Here's rainbow. Color shift. Color pulse. Color wave. Sequential, with random colors, of course. Here's strobing. This will give you a seizure. Rain, which might also give you a seizure. Visor, which could also give you a seizure. Marquee, which actually looks pretty good if you can program it right. Here's temperature monitoring, so you can have your components give the approximate temperature of or your lighting strips give the approximate temperature of your computer. Right now it's based on my processor's temperature. Here's color warp. It's kind of neat. And that wraps it up for the strips. For the fans, we're going to do those now. And I kind of have the shot so you can only see about half of the fans, because I couldn't get the strips in the shot also if I moved it to just the fans. So I kind of have it half and half. It starts off with rainbow wave. Then you can do spiral rainbow. Rainbow fade. Color shift. Color pulse. Color wave. Sequential, which actually that does look pretty cool on the fans. Strobing. So yeah, here comes the seizure-inducing ones. Rain, which looks especially awful on the fans in my opinion. Visor. This looks kind of cool. I like that. If you pair that with some other effects like a base color, it can look really cool. Here's marquee. Looks alright. Kind of looks like a crummy Christmas tree, honestly. Temperature based, like before. Here's arc. I kind of love the look of this one. If you pair that with a base color that's solid, it can look really cool. Heartbeat. This looks also really cool. Paired with a base color, I think it would look awesome. Here is... Oh, sorry. Before was arc. Here's heartbeat. Now here's Pong. I think this is supposed to work a little bit differently, but I think for some reason the software is detecting the fans out of order. I must have them not plugged into 1, 2, 3 as it is from the top, middle, and bottom. I think that I have one of the cables out of place, so it sets off the whole thing by accident. And finally, color warp. I really like this one. And those are all the predefined effects. You can do customs for both the strips and the fans. But my favorite part of Corsair Utility Engine, now that I have a Corsair mouse, keyboard, fans, and strips, is the lighting link. So everything on the link works in conjunction. So fans move with the strips, move with the mouse, move with the keyboard. We got rainbow wave. The last one was spiral rainbow. Here's rainbow fade. Color shift. Color pulse. Color wave. I think this looks pretty cool with both the fans and the strips. Visor. The only weird thing with visor is it goes across all the components one at a time. So it'll start on my keyboard on the far left side, and it'll travel to the right side of my keyboard, then it'll go over the mouse, then it'll go to the strips, and after the strips it goes to the fans, and then it bounces back. So that's kind of weird. You may need a faster speed or maybe like more visor layers in order for this effect to look good, but I feel like a little playing around with it might make it work. Here's rain. Type lighting, which works with the strips, but oddly enough I've not gotten it to work with the fans. Not sure the reason being with that. Oh, and just as I say that, it works with the fans, of course. Here is temperature monitoring once more. And finally, static color. This is just white. So that is going to about wrap it up. I will in the future do another video similar to my previous Corsair Utility Engine detailed walkthrough. I'm going to do a new one for the IQ software, and I will go over everything in terms of lighting, macros, all the components that I have, which would now be a keyboard, mouse, strips, and fans. And I will try to go as in-depth as I've done before, cover some more things that I missed, and maybe make it a little bit shorter in the process so it's less extraneous information. So stay tuned for that if you want to see a IQ walkthrough. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.